watching the semifinals then?
Dude, they were redonkulous games. They
Oh
were
my
so close,
god.
especially that Blades Edge game. I couldn't believe it. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Dude, I actually fell out of my seat, but no one knows that because they couldn't
Yeah,
see me. But now they
and
do.
they would have never known except for you just said it right now.
Wow, it's awkward. All right, well there it is. It was a crazy series though. It went 3-2, and now it's another one best of 5 series in the finals. Can Cloud9 pull it back and take a W off of Splyce? You know those games were so close, and Splyce knows that they're in for a long best of 5 series here.
I'm really hoping it's the same. I want it to be the same matchup. I think it's a high intensity matchup that can go both ways. RMD versus that Fairlock Shaman. So I'm hoping we just see the same matchup once again because those were such close games, and I think in that particular matchup, it's definitely go either way.
This is it. This is for all the marbles, man. This is the finals of GCD Pro League Winter Tournament number 2. This is a $500 prize pool right here. Who's gonna get first place? But not only that, GCD points, which are the points that you need to accumulate to be invited to the Pro League Finals in January with a $2,000 prize pool. Everyone's trying to get to that position to get those points, and both these guys are getting at least 70 points, but the first place gets 100 points. Oh, baby. Just one more minute till that giveaway, guys. Just one more minute. Make sure that you're following the stream. I'm going to press that roll button. So far, we have already given away 2 shirts, and now our first hoodie. All right, it's almost there. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for me to hit this roll button? One more minute. Oh, baby. I love seeing the bear strikes in chat when Walla Bear's playing. It's the greatest.
What's the bear strikes? Is it an emote?
No, it's actually just like a text face. Tactical bear strike. All right, guys, it's 8:13. I'm pressing the roll button. Good luck to everyone competing. And congratulations to LOC Harris. LOC Harris, you have won the grand prize of 1 hoodie. I'm going to be sending you that code right after the finals, buddy. So go and check out at Jinx's website what hoodie you're going to choose. I'm typing in your name into chat, LLC Harris. Congratulations. Thank you everyone for participating in the giveaway. We're going to be doing another t-shirt giveaway, the next qualifiers, and another giveaway, another t-shirt giveaway right after that on the first day of the next tournament, and then a hoodie on the finals of the next tournament. So make sure that you are hitting that follow button so you are right here for the next giveaway. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to be jumping into the finals very soon. Everyone's like, it's rigged. Rigged.
Yeah. If they don't win, it's rigged.
You spelled my name wrong. All right, guys.
Is that guy AFK? He's AFK.
Is he
Reroll,
AFK?
reroll.
No, he's not AFK.
No,
Sorry, buddy.
I tried.
He tried, man. He tried. He's
Tried to
actually
sabotage that guy so we could have a chance.
just sabotage like 1,000 times over again to see if you can get the hoodie. I needed that hoodie. Damn it. I'm sorry, man. But just so you guys are aware, there are some holiday sales going on at that website right now. They're starting to change up their merchandise, so make sure to check out that website. Check out that link below to help us out as well. We get a percentage, and all of that percentage goes directly towards future tournament prize pools, every cent. So grow out esports and also look like a super nerd. That is my advice to you all. We're going to be jumping into the finals very shortly. Are the teams ready, Hannah?
1 minute.
1 minute remains until we can queue up. I mean, these guys have been playing hardcore arena all day at this point. You know that they need to kind of collect themselves and get ready for this finals. It's all on the line here, man. Absurge, Walter
there's a
Bear, and
lot
Jelly
on the line.
Beans.
What in terms of like GCD points?
Yeah.
Is there a difference between first and second, or how many points you get?
There is a difference of 30 points. So you get.
Can you explain?
100
Can you just
Sure.
because I'm a noob and I'm a scrub, and maybe some other people are wondering as well, like how so what are the point breakdowns for the whole tournament for the 8 teams? Like, does
So-
everyone get points?
Yes, everyone in the entire tournament gets points, at least 20 points. The top 8 teams that actually make it into, or the top 8 teams that accumulate the most points throughout the entire season of competing in every GCD tournament will actually be invited to the final tournament, which is going to be at the last week of January. Now, that being said, teams who also compete in qualifiers get points, but a smaller amount. They get 15 points for making it to the finals of the qualifiers. So overall, you can actually accumulate enough points. That being said, we also do reward teams who stick together and stick with the same roster instead of swapping rosters. So if teams end up swapping rosters, they actually get deducted in points. And eventually the teams that are continuing to face each other in the qualifiers or even making it sort of far into the tournament but are sticking together will be rewarded over those teams. And that's basically how it works. You get into these tournaments through qualifiers, and we actually have never filled up with qualifiers, not at least all 8 teams yet. Actually, the very first tournament we just barely filled up. We got the last team in just the last minute. But like, if we had 2,200 teams sign up for those qualifiers, anyone can sign up for those qualifiers and start accumulating those GCD points to continue to compete and maybe even compete with the big boys. But here we go. It's the very first game of the finals has just started. It's going to be in the Grand Arena. Welcome to the Grand Arena, game number 1 of the best of 5 series, and of course we see the FLS versus RMD. It's exactly what you wanted, right there.
It's exactly what I wanted. I'm so excited to see
It's Christmas.
what's gonna go on. I like this matchup because really anyone's a target. Like the rogue can die, the mage can die, the druid can die, the warlock can. Anyone can die, which makes it fun, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go.
Anyone that overextends or messes up their cooldowns can be punished for it. Roasties, though, right away, pushing in with that Shroud of Concealment, trying to get an opener. Looks like they are going to open up onto Dota right away. That cheap shot. Abster's not into any CC at the moment. Roasty's actually getting cloned up, gets pounced into the clone by Walter Bear, so already Cloud9's opener being diffused by Splyce.
Yeah, there's a kidney shot onto Walter Bear now as Roasty gets out of that. Death from above going to come out. Well, Walter Bear's going to go ahead and wall right away as Abster just put into that polymorph. Now the cheap shot goes out onto Dota, and it looks like Cloud9 doesn't know exactly who their kill target is just yet. As I say that, Roasty's reconnects onto Walter Bear, and but he's going to get maimed up on that. Cubsy actually getting cycloned as well. Walter Bear pumping out that damage on the Roasty. He's going to force that evasion as well as the Cloak of Shadows out from Roasties. And now Wealthy Sock taking a whole bunch of pressure as well. That was not even the incarnation out from Walter Bear just yet. Splyce's damage is just crazy out there. But now Walter Bear's in a little bit of trouble with that bomb dropped on him. He doesn't have that trinket available to him for just another minute, but that's another wall for Walter Bear used already.
He has no survival instincts and no PvP trinket, but that was the smoke bomb coming out from Roasties. Abster does have his trinket as well as 2 Spirit Links available if he needs to keep his team stable. Walter Bear as well, going to have that Nature's Vigil, I believe he's playing with his Incarnation Berserk, which can be a lot of healing. And allow him to go really offensive when he needs to. Roasty's getting cloned up at the moment, keeping his trinket. He doesn't want to get caught in a situation where he doesn't have trinket. Walter Bear, though, getting danced on right now by Roasty's. Wealthy Man actually cloned up, though, so not able to fully capitalize on that. Wealthy Man finally getting out of that, using his Frozen Orb, using his trinket, trying to get a lot of damage out onto Walter Bear. The Deep Freeze going out onto Absters right away. No follow-up CC. So once again, Cloud9's openers and setups are getting diffused by Splyce.
Yeah, Haunt's connecting onto Wealthy Man. Rosie's taking a bunch of damage. Going to use evasion and catch the Iron Bark from Cubsy once again. Walter Bear pushing out and going to stun up Cubsy, but not going to extend too far. Wealthy Sock's got to be careful. Haunts are still on him. He's catching a lot of heals at this point. Walter Bear put into that blind. Well, too little, too late. That Incarnation also did a whole bunch of work, and he didn't use the Berserk just yet throughout that whole sap, which is a great move. Here's a cheap shot going out onto Walter Bear and onto Dota. And a Deep Freeze on Absurge is going to land the full Polymorph. Walter Bear being the kill target without that wall or trinket available to him. He does have that Berserk, however, but he's going to hold on to it. He's going to press it right now and get offensive. Cubsy put into the fear in the background. Walter Bear knows he's in trouble, is going to pull back and line of sight for now, regardless of using that Berserk.
And Walter also using his Nature's Vigil there, so some of the damage he's doing is going to heal himself. He actually gets offensively cloned up by Cubsy there. Cubsy's still having his trinket if he needs it, still has Barskin, so he's not really a kill target. Walter Bear, though, in a little bit of trouble at the moment, down to 40% HP. Another Survival Instinct stack does come up, so he is going to have that 50% damage reduction. Abshers, though, might have to use his Trinket Link. Actually, trinkets and links at the last seconds, as Walter Bear was down to around 15% HP. He is going to be completely fine, but now... this is a really scary situation for Splyce to be in. Walter Bear, no wall, no trinket. Abshers, no trinket. Only on the backbone of that link if he can get it off. But if he CC'd, it's going to do no good for him.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cloud9's trinket usage. They all have it available to them. They're playing very, very well so far and rotating through their defensive cooldowns correctly. Roasty not giving Splyce that opportunity to get that stun CC rotation on him to kill him in that. I mean, that last time we saw the bash into stun into Shadow Fury. It was crazy. Double cheap shot coming out from Roasties. Once again, the full clone goes out onto Dota. Kidney shot goes out onto Walter Bear, but Absurd's not caught into any CC just yet. Is going to be fine. And Absurd and Walter Bear are playing very, very defensive at this point. They know their defensive cooldowns aren't up and available to them. Death from above lands onto Dota, chunking him down to 60% health here. Bash goes out onto Roasties, but he's spamming that feint before each and every stun. He gets the feint right back up once again. Dota having a hell of a time getting these haunts off onto Wealthy Man. He gets locked. Actually, no, the haunt does connect on the Wealthy Man. Rosty's getting offensive with this Cloak of Shadows. Blind goes out onto Absurd. Kidney shot goes out onto Walter Bear. Looks like Cloud9 wants to get offensive. Death from above comes out, chunking Walter Bear down once again. Sap actually goes out on Absurd out of that stun. And there's another Survival Instincts available for Walter Bear, but he's holding on to it for now. Half Poly goes out onto Absurd. Walter Bear maybe doesn't have this Survival Instincts. He's not using it, and he's at 30% healthier in bear form.
Yep, and the link is going to go out on Absurge, topping off Walter Bear for now. Wealthy Man having a little bit of damage turned out onto him. Cubsy actually getting interrupted on one of his Cyclones there, pulling back in that bear form. Walter Bear actually caught into a full kidney shot right now with the smoke bomb. So much pressure coming out from Wealthy Man as well as Roasties. Dota doing an excellent job with that Shadow Fury. Absurge, though, caught into the deep freeze. Still doesn't have his trinket up for another 4 seconds. Walter Bear was able to get that Survival Instincts off, though, so was able to stop some of that incoming damage. He's going to be fine for the moment. He does have his trinket. Incarnation back up for him, as well as Berserk coming up on that 25 seconds. So Splyce going to have those cooldowns to go up in dampening as it has just started at the moment. Cubsy caught into a full fear. Rosie actually dipping dangerously low, down to 3% HP. He didn't have Cloak. Cubsy had so much to save him, but just didn't use it. I guess unexpected damage coming in from Splyce. Cubsy had Ironbark, he had Trinket, he had NS if he needed it, and Rosie just going down, Cloud9 going down without really using too many cooldowns. Just unbelievable burst coming out from Splyce.
Wow, crazy. Let's take a quick look at that replay. Bash going out onto Roasties. Whole bunch of damage coming out from Dota and Beanslayer onto Roasties. Into a stun. Evasion comes out, but too little too late. He used that Cloak of Shadows earlier on in the game, I believe offensively, and it came back to bite him as Splyce takes game number 1 here in the best of 5 series of the finals. The Feral Lock Shaman team showing them what's what. Holy crow, man. I actually did not expect that, like, in the least bit.
I think Cubsy could have saved him. I think Cubsy used like a rejuve, and he wanted to be greedy and have like the Soul of the Force NS, but I think if he just Ironbarked him and NS'd him, he would have lived almost for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe he
absolutely.
just didn't want to use those cooldowns before the Incarnation was coming up, so he's trying to play a little bit safe, but ended up not working out for him.
Yeah, I mean, Absturge right before that was holding on to that Survival Instincts in bear form when Absturge was being put through the ringer, and you know, that paid off for him. He had that Survival Instincts at the very next setup, Absturge without a trinket, and I feel like that was a big reason to why he survived. So these teams looking for those opportunities to be frugal with their cooldowns, sometimes coming around the corner and biting their butt. So we're going to have to find out what's going to happen here in game number 2. Do you think Cloud9 is going to be changing up their composition?
No, I don't think so.
We're going to see R&D again?
That they can run. I don't think